Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm back again. Me and Glee Contessa bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we began Teldrassil. We got lucky with the moss-twined heart, and started figuring out what the beginning zone for the Night Elves looks like, even though we're human. Shh, don't tell anyone. Stay a while and listen as we continue that good old journey. We finished the whole Shadow Glen area, the Teldrassil little tree, and we're in Dolanaar now, so we're going to kind of explore Dolanaar and just turn in some of our quests and keep that walkthrough going strong, pick some things up. I kind of want to go over to Denalan or whatever down there too. There's a warrior trainer here. Here's a bower. Can repair and buy some of our trash. Please do. I don't... now, the severed voodoo doll... Okay, the eggs, we can save those. But most of this other stuff is garbage. It's garbage. Don't try to convince me otherwise. Yeah, there's... Oh, here's a quest from Sentinel Kyra Star Song. Seek redemption.
The Council of the Forest has news that you aided Zen Foulhoof.
Uh-oh.
The satyr is an enemy of the forest. As a person, you should know better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the Council if you wish to remain a friend of Teldrassil.
Okay.
Teach Foulhoof a lesson and you shall be redeemed. Fell cones are corrupted seeds that fall from the trees. They billow with green smoke. Give some to Foulhoof. He'll think you have brought him a harmless snack.
Okay, that was my bad. Didn't mean to make myself an enemy of the forest. These people have things for sale that I don't care about. There's a rogue trainer. There's a clothier.
Can I assist you?
Okay, nothing. There's all kinds of shops in here, but none of them are important. Let's go ahead and turn this into Innkeeper Keldamir.
Hello. Your body looks worn and your spirit weary.
That's not nice.
Rest yourself beneath our roof and allow Elune to guide your dreams.
Alright, so we just picked up Seek Redemption. Because I guess we suck. So we're going to do that. We are going to try and seek redemption from the old lands of Teldrassil. Sorry, guys. So we picked that quest up. Let's go ahead and spread out. You know we're going to get more, so we might as well just extend the old check boxes. Okay?
Elune, light your path.
How might I be of service to you, young one? Are you here to rest in the inn? Do you require a hearthstone match?
Ah, yes, the delivery of herbs from Shadowglen. It is a shame Porthanius could not bring it himself, for we have much to discuss, he and I. But I'm glad to get the herbs nonetheless, and I'm glad you came. While you are here, please, rest yourself. Heroes must keep their strength and spirits high, and must find rest and solace whenever they may. For to neglect one's peace of body and mind is a sure path to failure. So, rest.
Okay, so we just turned in Dolanaar Delivery. Nice, done. Checkaroony. Let's check that one off the box. And that guy was throwing shade at us, but that's okay. I'm gonna just ignore it. Upstairs, nothing. I got some more cheese to add to my stack. Oh, cheese. Okay, what else does Dolanaar have for us? Initially, not a lot. We have a quest here from Cyril Bladeleaf.
Are you heading to the south? To Lake Al-Ameth? If so, then I have a task I might ask of you. My colleague Denalan has a camp along the eastern end of the lake where he is studying and experimenting on the plant life of Teldrassil. He requested a package of rare earths from Darnassus, and it was late, only recently arriving here in Dolanaar. Can you take the package to him?
Sure. Why would I not do that? I do need to go talk to the dude anyway. So we just got Denalan's earth, and we're going to put that in as a pickup. Okay, what else do we have going on here? Inside this little house, here we have another guy. Athridus Bearmantle has a quest for us.
A troubling breeze blows through the forest. Gaerolus Talvathrin, serves as Great Warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Ban Ethel Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety, so that their pact with Ysera remains fulfilled. But word from Garolus is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village and bring back a report from Garolus so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely.
I think as a starting character, if you've never played Warcraft before, this quest is what makes this the hardest zone. It's very hard to navigate those. I believe that was called a Troubling Breeze. I believe. It's just a breadcrumb. So I guess not this quest specifically. This Sentinel doesn't have anything for us. She's an NPC. Here we have a priest trainer. We have Danlaya, a food and drink vendor. Thanks. We have the first aid trailer, Beyonce.
Train you in first aid techniques.
Okay, well, can I do anything with that? No. But at 80, I guess she could help us out. What about upstairs? Here's Narret Shadowgrove. He has nothing cool. Aldea, general supplies. She has nothing cool unless we wanted to wrap up some gifts. I don't think I've ever, in my history of playing World of Warcraft, bought wrapping paper. In almost 20 years, so... And now at the tippity-tip top of the tree, we have a quest here. We have 2. Alright, so we have just a regular Sentinel, we have a Sentinel, and then we have Talon Kai Swiftroot with 2 quests.
Greetings.
Well met, Gleek and Tessa. It is good to see that paladins like yourself are taking an active part in protecting the groves. Yeah, I came here actually to give you a shirt.
I was once given an Emerald Dreamcatcher from Garolus Talvethan, the Warden of the Druids in the Ban Ethel Barrow Den. This powerful amulet is able to siphon energy from the Emerald Dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I have not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village. Although Starbreeze was once a tranquil place, it has now succumbed to the corruption of the Furbolg that reside there. Perhaps you would be willing to recover my Dreamcatcher, adventurer.
Of course. And
I must warn you, adventurer, this matter must stay between us. The Satyr are enough of an embarrassment to us already.
right, we know their history. They aren't corrupted night elves.
He is called Lord Melanus. He resides in the nearby cave of Fell Rock, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots something most foul. You must find him within his nearby cave just to the north of here, and bring me his head.
That sounds normal. Alright, so we just picked up the Emerald Dreamcatcher and Twisted Hatred. So, there's the Emerald Dreamcatcher. So we're just doing a lot of quest pickup right now. Oops. And Twisted Hatred. That's fine. I'm fine with picking up a bunch. Okay, so he wants us to go to the village and get his Dreamcatcher, because he can't sleep at night anymore, and we need him to have good night-night time. And also, he wants us to chop someone's head off. Completely just a rational, sane reaction to not liking someone. You chop their freaking head off. Alright, and then there's one kind of little outcrop of building, I guess quests, people, whatever. There's the Dreamcatcher that we need, but also, oh, here's a tiny little building off to the side here too. So this is the last little structure in Dolanaar. It's not a big village. So there's an herbalist within there, and an alchemist. That's not really our jam though, so bye, I'll never talk to you guys again. Here we have a cooking supply guy. We already know that. Do we have that? Yeah, we do. So we already have those recipes.
Hello, adventurer. If you'd like to learn a thing or two about cooking, please visit me at any time.
Yes, I'd like the recipe.
Long ago, the
Kaldorei.
Night Elves were called the Kaldorei, a name that means children of the stars. Learning of the past is an important step in your path as an adventurer. So listen well to what I have to tell you. The Kaldorei have always taken much pride in their harmonious relationship with nature. This means that we only take from nature what is necessary, and that we return in kind. This balance has afforded us much, adventurer. Go out and collect 7 small spider legs, no more than that, and return to me.
He's got a loaf of bread in his hand. Look at that. He's gonna bust people upside the head with a loaf of bread. Alright, we picked up the recipe of the Kaldorei, which I actually... Yeah, that's actually considered a cooking quest. So it's not... It's in our professions here. It's actually right here. It's not considered part of our overall quest walkthrough. We are going to do it, but... Oh, I did put it right there, even though it's not exactly... We'll put it on there. I guess I just counted it that way when I did it, even though it's not really technically a cooking quest. Alright, there's the druid trainer, and here's our other turn-in.
What brings you here?
Greetings, Paladin. For what purpose do I owe the pleasure of our meeting?
Ah, I see. You were sent by Denalan. Well then, it would seem we have much to talk about, much to do, and little time to do it in. I think we'd best get started.
Sure.
First, let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the moon wells of Teldrassil, and their moon well must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted phials, you can collect the water of the moon wells. Take this vessel to the moon well outside of Starbreeze village to the east, and fill it with some of its waters. Then return to me. When you have completed your task, I shall continue the story where Denalan left off.
Alright, so he's basically saying, yeah, keep it going. So we did finish the Crown of Earth, which is part 2 of that quest chain. So we've just turned that one in, so we can check it off. And then we just picked up Crown of Earth part 3. So easiest quest to get going on, I guess. Alright, so now we got to kind of look and see. We've got all these things all around us. Before we head down to Denalan, what I want to do is get these pine cones, and then I also want to go over to this whole troubling breeze. But yeah, so let's get some pine cones. Look around for them. Yeah, see, they are exactly that. They're pine cones with fell energy. We only need 3 leaking out of them. I mean, that's cool. So because we only need 3, we can kind of get them while we're en route to just bringing it back to Zen or whatever his name is. Yeah, Zen Foulhoof. We just need a couple more. Yeah, we also need these other, I guess, just things. So as we kind of move around, we just look around. We might have to kill a spider or something. Don't need any strigid owls, but we do need small spider legs. So I still think we're at a place where things are pretty easy, so I can just kind of go forward and smack, crackle, pop. Did not get the spider leg I needed. There's another falcon though. It looks fell. Looks like it fell right out of the tree. Am I right? While we're walking here, I can just tell you, no new updates. You know, they said it would take all week, so I'm not going to bore anyone with my saga. It is just, we are in that holding pattern right now. But hey, at most it could have taken 4 days, and 1 day is now burned. So there's the turn in, but I want to kill the spider. So we have at most 3 more days before we learn. Alrighty. Did not get it, but I can turn in this Seek Redemption to this turkey.
Don't touch me!
What do you have for me, Gleekintessa? A lovely snack, I presume.
You again?
Aha, what a sweet human. I knew you would come in handy. Ribbit, no, this cannot ribbit me. You have duped me with your foul trickery. Ribbit. Alright, so Zell, our Foulhoof. That did not open anything, they just wanted us to do that, so cool, bully for us. We've completed, what was it called? Seek Redemption. Okay, so we've gone in there and completed that quest, and we'll check that box off way down there. I don't know why that is such a comparatively high-level quest, like, it's stupid. Alright, so let's keep going out. Now we're going to go towards the village. What is this? Oh, on the way, we can fill our file. I love filling files. In this nearby moonwell. We keep looking for spiders in our hunts. We're going to try our best to streamline everything that we can. We have now kind of come to the outskirts of Starbreeze Village. I don't think that there's like any kind of timing on this. Alright, cool. The Dreamcatcher is also in this village, so why the heck not? There's Sade. Sade! I was literally just listening to Sade today. Like the whole Lover's Rock CD. Sade, rest in peace. Alright, so these guys, these Gnarlpine don't drop anything. We just have to kill our way in. And fight our way to the, whatchamacallit, the Dreamcatcher, and also whatever the other thing was, this quest right here. This guy. There is some books. Are some books. Here is...
Thank the forest spirits you are here.
He's not
I
dead.
knew Athridas would sense trouble
He's
and
just
send help.
busted up.
The Gnarlpine tribe has been corrupted. The once peaceful furbogs have turned against the protectors of the forest. They ambushed me
that.
as I left for the Banithil Barrow Den and proceeded to pillage Starbreeze Village. Ursal, the Mauler, their chieftain, is using the evil powers of the Fell Moss to drive them mad. I'm too wounded to return to Athridas to bring him this grave news. The task is left to you, young adventurer. We can only hope that the deranged Gnarlpines have not made it to Banithil yet.
Okay, so... we just turned in a troubling breeze, and we just picked up the next step, which, so we can lock that one, Gnarlpine Corruption. So we have a couple quests now to kill Gnarlpine. I guess they're just not very popular around these parts. But also, while we're here, let's get that Dreamcatcher. I truly think you can just not kill anything in this area. I don't think it matters. Like, look, there's not even any mobs in here. There it is. You get it on this little bookshelf. The Emerald Dreamcatcher from Talankai's Dresser. Okay, we did it. We got his Dreamcatcher. I know, we kind of do want to look for some spiders. I feel like it would be nice if there's one over there. It'd be nice if we get any spider legs, but really, spider legs are just a cooking reagent drop, so anytime you get anything like that, it's like... Alright, well... And I'm poisoned. And we got no spider leg. So I guess we'll just go turn in. I really, really wanted some spider legs. Yay! Yeah, I had a weird work day today where I kind of like... I had to go... Here's a couple spiders. I had to go back and... I basically like left work a little early and then had to go back in and work a few more hours in the evening. There was... Look, I got 2 spider legs from that. I don't know why I'm not getting 8 out of each one of these fools. I need to be better at killing, I guess. To where, in a way that I don't cut their legs. But, here we go, got 2 more. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to go too far down, but we're just walking and scanning. Because in a perfect world, we complete this one too. There's another Spidey. Mage Royal, which I don't need. We do need ore, but there's like basically no ore in this entire land. It's kind of ridiculous. No spider. Yeah. Most likely we're gonna need a couple positive attacks. Alright, so I'm not gonna waste too much more time hunting them since we're back, but I would have liked to had some success. Oof. There's another spider. I was looking at my hiking planning. That's what I was doing before this. I was reading one of the books I got and my mental preparation. You stinking spider. There's 2 more. That's good. I want I want real spider legs, not snapped ones. Small. Oh, there's a ton here. Why am I snapping every single one? Be better, Glee Contessa. Stop snapping them all. Well, I got 2 more. Now I'm not gonna put Blessing of Might on you. I'm just kidding. I'll do it right, even though you just took my kill. We only need 1 more, so that's good, right? We can just find a couple more spiders. Maybe only 1 more spider is needed. I can't say. I'm not the RNG god. That would actually be a good name for a character. RNG god. So you can have that name. I bequeath it upon you. You may steal it and use it on your servers. You too. You may become RNG god. I guess I'm gonna go to the other side, maybe, and come through here, because I really just want to complete that so that we're all good in this little part. I want all these red dots off my map. I totally love that we got that. That moss-twined heart, that makes Glee Contessa happy. It makes Glee Con happy. It makes Daddy a happy man. A happy panda. Don't overthink it. It's all good. But yes, I'm glad we are, closer and closer to just the weekend, I guess, right now. In a sense, I'm just living for the weekend, but I do enjoy this process. That's all. I just, dang it. There's another spider at least. The subscribers, I don't want to jinx it, but it's been great lately. It really helps me have the motivation to keep on cranking out these eps every day, particularly when I don't do the travel ones. So I that makes it worthwhile, and I really like that we've picked up at the rate of our stuff, and that's really good. So, it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to a point where I can afford to invest in making the production value greater, and then work becomes easier. So, I thought to myself, people have done this, but I think whenever I get to the point in my life where I finally have my plan come to fruition and I do my 6-month-long hike here. Dang it. More snapped limbs. While that would cause us to lose the World of Warcraft show for a period of time, I think I would still make it a point to check in on the channel. And maybe I'd do kind of YouTube shorts or whatever, but I'd put a little check-in. Not every single day, because some days you really, really are off the grid. But as often as possible, and just give little recaps of the real world out there. There might be some value in that. I don't know. Again, we're years away from that. I think in the short term, what I want is to, in the next few months, I want to, plan out for the summer months a couple, there we go. A couple hikes that are, strenuous, ones that I've done before or similar to ones I've done, ones that I can bring the family on, shorter ones, and then maybe do like a overnighter, and just experiencing that with, get my son into it. He seems into it, but I think actually experiencing it will be even cooler.
I'm listening.
Hello again, Glee Contessa. Have you completed your task?
After the Battle of Mount Hyjal, we were without direction. Nordrassil smoked from the fire it unleashed, and our immortality, the very essence of our beings, was lost. It was in this trying time that the betrayer was freed from his prison, and Shando's storm rage disappeared. A dark time for all. There is another moon well southeast of the entrance to Darnassus on the shores of the pools of Arlithrian. The Sentinels are having problems patrolling the area because of attacks and the growing ill-temperedness of the Gnarlpine furball. Be wary as you seek out the well and keep your weapons close at hand. May the stars guide.
I am going to. That is forever. Okay, we finished that one. That is forever how I'm going to hear that name. It's gonna be. They're gonna be the Gnarlpine. The Gnarlpine furball from now on.
Till next we meet.
Alright, let's start in this one. Remember the balance, Gleek and Tessa. I wish you to develop an understanding and a strong empathy for the living forests.
Always remember what I have shown you today, adventurer. You are part of the balance that the Night Elves strive to keep intact, even during troublesome times.
I think, I need to add this, we just completed this cooking, this Kaldorei, whatever recipe of the Kaldorei. I think I need to add in there that this is a cooking quest, so if you're not, like, on cooking, it's not going to appear. So, let me add that. Where was it? Recipe, there we go. Okay, and then we just finished that. That's seriously, that's probably the highlight of my entire day. Alright, so we're going to learn how to cook these kebabs now. Great. I don't know if we need any kind of, like... Oh, I need... Yeah,
I am
buy some
listening.
mild spices. For these eggs I have. That's fine. Oh, cool. This is probably going to get us to 50. Oh, well, it is 100% between that and the Kaldorei spider kebab we can now cook. Love it. Which means we can now learn those other things. The Longjaw Mudstapper and the Rainbow Fin Albacore. Which is great. We have all these we can cook now, too. Love it. So we're going to go on a little cooking spree right now. Also means we can learn journeyman cooking, which is good because, again, we kind of need to burn as much of our gold as possible because we are not leveling up it. When we hit 14, we're not rushing off to Stormwind, so we have the time, you know. I think I wanted 36 total copper to finish out that quest, but also we have time because it's not until we get to do Iron Forge. That will be something that we can just consider. I am actually really looking forward to doing the blacksmithing quest. It's really, of all the professions, it's the biggest one for really doing quests. Alright, cool. So we have deeply gotten into this.
Hello, adventurer.
Give me journeyman cook for 5 silver. Teach me boiled clams and coyote steak. So we don't have those meats or whatever, but
Feel free to
that was
browse.
good. Really, I guess eggs, we have 5. I don't care about these because they don't add a health buff. It's really all about the buff. I have 4, so I guess I'll keep the eggs. That allows me to sell the cheese. These are all quest related. Okay, so it did let us clean up a little bit. I like it.
A shop in-
Alright, I love it actually. So our cooking is now in good shape. And we'll continue to go turn in a couple others and see. Right now I'm really liking the idea of moving down to Denalan before we go over to the Twisted Heart. But let's turn in a couple of these others here. Let's turn in the whatever his was. I don't remember.
By the stars, this is quite disturbing indeed. Gnarlpine invaders were seen ravaging the
Gnarlpine, say it right.
den to the west. The slumbering druids will be trapped in the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate, unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the relics of wakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the
Hardest
Raven
quest
Claw
in the
talisman, Black
all
Feather
intro zones.
Quill, Sapphire of Sky, and Rune of Nesting. The druids store them in sacred chests. Return them to me, and I will prepare the awakening ritual.
It's the closest thing that we can get to having like a dungeon quest without doing a dungeon. So we got Relics of Awakening. We also turned in Gnarlpine Corruption. So, got that one turned in. So I can go over to there, nailed it. And then we also got, what was it called? That's going to be near the bottom. I guess not. It's kind of in the middle. Dang, look at what we've done. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be more than enough. But no, when I'm actually being like religiously clicking, which is what I really wanted to be better at that, so I'm trying. You do blow through them pretty fast. I don't think we have any. Yeah, I didn't kill, so I do love to see all that yellow. You learned, you learned, you learned. You did all this, you did all that. So let's go to the top. We got more to turn in. We got one more. And we've done a big chunk, and we're barely past the halfway point of the ep, so that's pretty good. We're gonna really blow through this zone, and even more when we get to more. Okay, Emerald Dreamcatcher. Please move swiftly. I can only hope that my Emerald Dreamcatcher has been unharmed by the Furbolg. Have you recovered it yet, Gleekintessa?
My Emerald Dreamcatcher is of great importance to me. It is a gift only given to few. Thank you for returning it, adventurer. The Emerald. It is missing. My Dreamcatcher has been damaged. There is a band of Gnarlpine mystics located to the north of Starbreeze. I have heard reports that their leader, Ferocitas the Dream Eater, has been wearing a necklace that glows green in the night. Now, seeing my Dreamcatcher, I am sure that he has stolen my emerald. He would never realize that its power is useless to him. Find this missing jewel, adventurer, and while you're there, clear out some of the corrupted mystics as well.
I will kill every Gnarlpine I see. Okay, so we completed the Emerald Dreamcatcher. And we can check that off. And then we also just picked up Ferocitas, the something or other, the Dream Eater. Alright, now that does kind of send us out there to finish that. I actually like going and getting that one done because nothing else is going to send us in that direction, so we might as well. And plus, we've really got to take it to those Gnarlpines. They have it hard already. Obviously, you could tell just from the name. So we need to get the necklace back. It's really the stone, not just the necklace, but we need to get that back. And we need to kill 7 Gnarlpinies. So we're gonna get that. And it should all be good. And then we can, then I think once we turn in that kind of chain's done, then we'll work on the Denalan. He kind of gives us killing some Timberlings, and that'll get us into this area. Then we can move on the Gnarlpines over here. This area is, I guess it's not last, but it is. I think it's tough. I mean, and I might just have nightmares of getting lost in there or something, you know, because it's very what? How did you aggro onto me? You are gray. I will kill you in 2 hits. That seems like, you know, if we're just talking about like from an evolutionary standpoint, that don't seem smart. Doesn't seem like a survival of the fittest type of move from that Night Saber. Sometimes I get it. I've died a lot. I just finally completed the Barrens with my Horde character on my pilot run, so I have a quick, probably, because it's work, a couple days to finish it with Alliance, and then I'll be finally caught up running Wailing Caverns. Here's the Mystics. Oh, they're all going. They're bringing it in. So if they really want to think about it, I'm helping them. I just need Mystics though. There's Ferocitas. Okay, so we will go ahead and beat him up. Okay, I got the old ambusher there. I mean, I guess not ambusher. I got the leader, I got the necklace. And I guess I need 4 more Mystics. I just have such a level gap over them. It's not a tough sell. Yeah, even these guys, without using my like actual rotation 3 hits. Sometimes I wonder, like, I think there's something to do about like positioning that creates like auto misses or blocks. Like, I really suspect there's something in that. What's back here? There is like a rogue quest that makes you climb out on this limb. Is this it? No, it might be. There's a rogue quest like that where you climb out on a limb like that and you have to like pickpocket it. Look, he's already back. Respawn rate is... He's like the Baron guy in by Ratchet. So they've shown... If the game has shown, if you want, you can they can make the... I guess it's walking that fine line between how fast do you want it to respawn where you're giving other people don't have to wait versus not versus not... Wait, what? Oh, I have to open. It says the glowing emerald something or other. You have to open it. Forgot about that. Oh, look at this. It is a unique... That is unique to human, orc, undead, troll, night elf, dwarf, gnome, or tauren. Oh, we got a rare right there. Uru-san. I don't know that I've got that guy before. He's bringing a friend, but I'm actually okay with that. He's so low level. I got Gnarlpine leggings. That's cool. I mean, that's... What can you do? Alright, so we've finished basically one little quest line for Ferocitas. The Dream Eater is what we're going to go turn in right now. And we can check that one off. The Dream Eater. Oh, Sade. I'm so sad. Sade, I gotta say, I have a long and loving history with Sade. So, when I was probably about 13 is when, I mean, I really began my musical journey into the person I am now when I was probably about 9 years old. I had a record player / cassette, and it started off with a strong, me and my sister were really into this combination of Bryan Adams and the Steve Miller Band. and we wanted to memorize every word to every song, and we would sing them together and maybe make some dances up. She was more into the dancing, I was more into the singing. And the Beatles got mixed in there too. And for my 10th birthday, I asked for my first ever anything related to music, and it was a record. I got the Yellow Submarine album when I was 10 years old for my 10th birthday, and I will never forget it. And I loved it. Now, flash forward to a few things. Pizza Hut came out with a compact disc. I mean, not compact disc. This is before that. A tape cassette for the Ninja Turtles movies. Let's turn this in. Ferocitas and the Gnarlpine mystics must return what is mine. Please retrieve the emeralds so that I may repair my Emerald Dreamcatcher.
Now I can repair my Dreamcatcher. Thank you, adventurer.
You're welcome. That's it. That's the end of that quest line. So now let's go to Denalan. Let's... We're fine with that. So, yeah. So, I start to get into, you know, some music. This is where my sister and I split ways because because the Pizza Hut kids meal, it's split. If you were a boy, you got, you know, they would never do anything like this nowadays, but if you were a boy, you got the Ninja Turtles cassettes, and if you were a girl, you got New Kids on the Block. I really wish that companies did things like that now, because it was dope, and I wore that Ninja Turtles tape out. So we're talking about Yellow Submarine album on repeat, Steve Miller Band greatest hits, mixed in with some Bryan Adams. This is, and then the Ninja Turtles, just eclectic, weird mix, some rap, or whatever Michelangelo's version of that would be, Splinter. So by the time I was 13 to 14, I was in middle school and starting to get really into rap, which is probably my favorite genre of music. Although I like everything. So don't let that alienate you from me. Or if you're into it too, cool.
I am honored. Goddess, watch over
You have something for me? Yeah, I have this rare earth.
Ah, it's here. I have waited for this rare earth for quite some time. I hope it's still fresh. Thank you for bringing it to me, adventurer. You are a traveler who is generous with her time.
Now let's just place this rare earth in my planter. So now his planter is just full. Thank you again, Glee Contessa. This rare earth will be very helpful in my experiments. And we can turn in the Moss Twined Heart. Glee Contessa, you have something for me.
What is this? A Timberling heart? It's covered with a foul moss. Thank you for bringing this to me, adventurer. I will examine the heart, and if fortune shines, determine the nature of the moss about it.
And he does have this quest now, planting the heart.
Be careful.
Glee Contessa, underneath the moth, this heart looks like a seed. Okay, so and that's after he examined the moss twined heart. So we just completed the moss twined heart and Denalan's earth. So going back over here, we completed Denalan's earth. And I picked up the moss twined heart pretty much earlier. Turn that in. Now we're going to pick up 3. Timberling Seeds, Timberling Sprouts, then planting them.
The Timberlings of Teldrassil are elementals of nature. In some ways, they reflect the natural order of plants and animals on our great tree. So it is disturbing to see how angry the Timberlings have become. I believe it has something to do with the soil. I've been working on different methods of nurturing plants and would like to try them on Timberling Seeds. Please, can you gather seeds from Timberlings around Lake Alameth and bring them to me?
What we're basically learning is that the land is not happy around this tree. That's the underlying story between this and in Darkshore. The animals that are sick, like this tree is corrupted, and that's the message you should take away from Warcraft Classic.
Greetings.
The Sprouts.
Small Timberlings are sprouting around the waters of Lake Alameth. I'm afraid these sprouts are beyond help. We should try to clear them from the land before they grow large enough to cause trouble. When you're wandering the lake, if you see any Timberling sprouts, please take them. Help keep our land clean.
Easy quest, but we need 12 of them.
Till next week.
So we have Timberling Seeds and Timberling Sprouts that we're going to pick up. So we'll go ahead and pick up both. I love it when they're side by side like that. Just saves me an extra clicky poo. And here we go with planting the
I have
heart.
removed that foul moss from the heart, but it remains tainted. Try placing the heart in my planter. It is filled with a nutritive soil that may cleanse and heal the heart.
Okay.
Illuminate your path.
And we're going to do it. We're just going to place it in here. The planter is filled with soil specially prepared by Denalan. You place the heart within the planter and it quickly digs itself in. A few seconds later, it wiggles back out, cleansed. It pulses slightly, beckoning for you to take it. So, this heart is an interesting thing. You use it. It's a one-shot item that gives you a Timberling for 20 minutes that will help protect you. So we just got planting the heart, and it's a pickup. And end, bam, bam. You pick it up and you end it. It's really just a wham, bam, thank you, man. All right, so now we have 2 other quests we can do, which is let's get these seeds while we also kill the Timberlings in the area. So these are the seeds. They're pretty large, growing out of the ground. Things are pretty easy still. So not the hardest. I think if you're an herbalist, maybe. I know in retail you can, but maybe you can like loot their bodies. Like an extra time, kind of like skinning. Not sure how that goes. If in classic that works. We'll see why not. Okay, so yeah, we'll just kind of go and check it out. Just all the killing we can do. Wow, that was a one-hit kill. That was pretty good. I mean, so far the drop rate's pretty generous. So let's see if that holds. Of course, I probably just jinxed it. Stupid little Timberlings. Yep. I mean, they're not as bad as the Gnarlpines. What can I say? Yeah, so as you can see, the seed quest is easy. It's just that you have to... Oh, we got some pants. So, middle school comes around, and I'm from the South, and I get into, you know, sure, rap is flying around. Tupac, very big. Biggie, Snoop Dogg. These things are very popular. Little Warren G. And I was as susceptible as any middle schooler from the South that had a friend group that appreciated that, so I was really into it. So, there is an old classic Outkast song, which still to this day, Outkast is pretty much tough to beat. They're in the tops. There's a line where I want to say it's Big Boy, of the two of them. He basically says that he's rolling around in his car and he's got Sade in his tape deck. He's cruising in slow motion, and I always loved that line and the sentiment to the song, and it also sparked like memory in me. Like, hey, I think my mom has some Sade. This point, CDs were starting to come out. I think my mom has a Sade CD. So then I was like, well, if Outkast loves Sade, this is also how I got into Teddy Pendergrass. There's a Teddy Pendergrass line in Outkast song. So I was like, if they think it's cool, my middle school self was like, it must be cool. So I started listening to Sade also, because my mom did have some Sade CDs, tapes. Flash forward to college, and I just still, by then, I just never lost it. I never lost that love. And, you know, I think there's some things, you always want to kind of separate yourself from others when you're becoming a young adult. And, things like that, the fact that I might bust out a Teddy Pendergrass tape or know every word to a Sade CD, you know, that helped. in helping me have my identity. Plus, I just liked it. Just really vibed with it. Didn't help. It wasn't like a forced thing. Gotta say I vibed with some Sade. So then, I end up, meeting my future wife and vibing on the music still. It's very romantic. That doesn't hurt when you're trying to romanticize with a woman that you're interested in. Boom. Nailed both quests. Not too shabby. Pretty dang easy. That took us like 3 minutes or something. And a few years passed by. Next thing you know, Sade is like my song at my wedding that my wife and I are having our first dance to. So I still, obviously, Sade is older now. She's not putting out any new music or anything. But man, I pretty much know every word to every Sade song ever. But you get into like patterns. I do anyway of listening, and once in a while it's like, oh yeah, man, I just really used to love the heck out of this, and this, and I've not listened to it in ages. So today I was going through just listening to Sade in the car.
Goddess, watch over you.
Do you have the seeds? I'm eager to plant them.
You got them. This is good. I will plant these seeds in special soil I have prepared. I believe the seeds will sprout into Timberlings who are much more docile. Perhaps later you can see the results.
I hope.
Adventurer, can you take one of the seeds you brought me to my friend Relian Greenspire?
Yeah?
He is a druid in Darnassus, and when last we spoke, he revealed his interest in my work with the Timberlings. He had some ideas himself, and he will appreciate a specimen seed to work with. Thank you, Adventurer. You have been a great help to me. I hope that someday you will see the fruit of my labors. You will usually find Relian walking the pathways of the Cenarian Enclave.
What is a no... Well, let's turn this in first. Hello, Gleek and Dessa. Have you found any sprouts near the waters?
That's a lot. I'm afraid they're spreading at a dangerous rate. I hope I can solve the riddle of what is tainting them. Thank you for your help, Adventurer. The land is a cleaner place from your efforts.
Oh, we leveled the heck up. So, let's look at our path. Classic red pellets. We also have some things to do. Yeah, so remember, we only want 4 of those, and we're going to get 1 here, but then it's going to open our next tier. So we're going to give ourselves 1 extra point to the Blessing of Might. 4% is not a lot, but now it opens up this. The cooldown of Judgment is great. The melee attack power bonus is Seal of the Crusader and Judgment of the Crusader. That's decent, but I actually like the Blessing of Might better. Then I like that. Okay, so we want this. We want that. All right, so we just picked up. We finished Timberling Seeds. Great. And then that allows us to check that off, and we can check the other one off. We have Timberling Seeds and Timberling Sprouts. I just realized I spelled Twisted Hatred wrong. Did I? No, we didn't do that yet. Okay, then we just picked up Relian Greenspire. And then we're also going to turn in the Sprouts. Right? Yeah. Okay, so that is a breadcrumb. However, the weird thing is that there are like plenty of quests that want us to go there. It's the problem with that is it seems like, oh, we should save that to the end, but actually it's actually a good time to do it because it will give us some quests. It's not like a wham bam, just take us into Darnassus and we're done. They actually send us back out to do more. So I think this is, and right now we just have a few minutes left in the episode. So I think this is probably, that's the person I think you heal for your healing quest if you're a priest. So I think this is a good time to just walk to Darnassus. One of the few, get that rested XP. Be ready. We're still not to the point where we can get anything great out of this stuff. But yeah, so love that Sade. There's all kinds of music. Another thing, I was a huge Cake fan when I was young. I'm trying to get my son into that now. I mean, really, when I say like, oh, don't let that alienate you, I truly am like the quintessential when people say, I like every kind of music. I truly, truly am. I love rap music. I love indie music. I love, like, I've gone through phases and I still have deep connections to everything. Like, I love electronic music and Daft Punk and more like ambient electronic music, like Boards of Canada, huge fan, and just different things in between. Deadmau5, or maybe that's Deadmau5 actually might be something, mixing it like a book. I love rap, and I like modern rap too. A lot of people are like, oh, I like rap, I just don't like it now. I think that's just kind of like code for like, you liked it when you were a kid, but you just haven't stayed it. But like, I love like Kendrick Lamar. I love depends. I'm not into like every single as a new rapper as much, but there are still some good ones out there, and I'm open to it. I like old classic. I love Elvis Costello. I love Bob Dylan. I love the Beatles. I love Pink Floyd. I like the more Americana style, or maybe not Americana is not the right, but like classic rock, like Leonard Skinner and stuff like that. I also like I like a big chunk of heavy metal. Like, I loved System of a Down. But for all of these things, like, I don't love just a whole swath of music. Like, there's plenty I never got into. Like, there's plenty of heavy metal that I'm just like, I need, for each of these genres, I need something. And it could just be a part where it resonated with me in whatever point of my life when I first heard it. Could be lyrically. I am a fan of deeper lyrics. That'll get me every time. Perhaps in the, let's say, more open-minded experimental days of teenagehood and college years, I probably was maybe in a more receptive mindset at times. Let's say something like that. Which, it's been many years since I have... So now, or it could just catch me, like, I've been really into this band called Pine Grove lately, and that just caught me at, like, a good day. It was a really nice day outside. I was cleaning my garage. It was kind of rainy. The weather was really just nice. I was in a good headspace, and I heard it for the first time, and I was just like, holy cow, I love this. And I like almost every single song I hear by them. So they're kind of like I guess maybe indie alternative-ish, but like maybe sitting in the same zip code as country, but not really. Like, I've played it for people that are country fans, and they're like, well, this isn't really country, but there's definitely a southern flavor to it that most regular like indie rock does not have. So but yeah, really like them a lot. There's Tiny Desk Concert is a very popular series for music, and I find music from there from time to time. Hobo Johnson and the Lovemakers I found on there. Really like that. Really like them. All right, so I'm not even gonna turn this in. We're just gonna log here and pick up this next time. So we have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. I appreciate you all so much for watching, for listening to me ramble, and for tuning in. And I'll see you all next time on Lore of Warcraft.